Hey everybody, welcome back. So it's the middle of April and I'm out in the mountains again for a few days on another low-cost, lightweight wilderness adventure. Got lots of new gear to show you and we got lots of ground to cover. So let's get going. So even though there's fresh snow out here, I managed to find this patch of clear ground. Just thought I would sit down, have a drink of water. The old logging road that I was following that had the single truck track on it is going the other direction. But as I turn and head towards the mountain here, gonna have to break some new trail and time to dig out the snowshoes. Not too much further in here and I've got an equipment malfunction. The attachment point for my snowshoe binding is broken, so I'll have to come up with something to fix that before I can go any further. I usually carry an extra nylon strap or two, so hopefully that'll do the job. This little creek here is interesting in that it flows pretty much year round, no matter how cold it gets. And in the summertime, I've actually traced it to the hillside not far from here, and it comes right out of the ground. So it's after 6 o'clock. I'm quite a ways out into the backcountry, and the snow is getting deeper out here. Unfortunately, I've got a second equipment failure. This time it's a left snowshoe. Gonna have to take it off and see what's going on there. It looks like it's the same problem as the other snowshoe. The rivets come loose from the hole here, and while the plastic strap is still together, there's nothing holding it on the backside, and that's gonna loosen up at any time. It's already sliding up and down on the side rail. Unfortunately, the other side is the same. So I had a couple more of those straps holding my bedroll onto my pack, but it's taken me about half an hour to get this thing fixed. I'm not sure that I'm completely happy with it, but it'll have to do for now because I'm losing the light and I got to find a place to camp for the night. The sun's setting pretty quick here, and obviously the snow is getting deeper the further I go. Not too many places to camp out here, but I did find a little bit of a clearing underneath some trees here. I'll just swing and show you that. And there's also a little bit of a hill and a gully there. I think it should offer some protection for the night. First thing I need to do here is get some warmer clothes on. I brought this fleece jacket and two of these lightweight down jackets. Get that on as quickly as possible. I'll probably even throw my Gore-Tex on there, be one more thin layer, and that's really all I brought for tonight. The other thing I'm going to do is put on a warmer hat, get this ball cap off, and try and keep my head warm. Before it gets too much darker, I thought I'd show you my lightweight, inexpensive sleep system. It's new equipment for me in that I haven't really used it out here before. That blue thing is a piece of 35-year-old foam sleeping mat that originally was 6 feet, cut down to 4 feet to save space and weight. So there's your lightweight component. The sleeping bag there is a $35 special. 1 pound bag. It's not down or anything. It's rated to about 45 Fahrenheit, something like 5 Celsius, but I'm hoping with my lightweight down jackets that's going to be warm enough. And as far as shelter, I've got an 8x10 poly tarp right behind the silky saw there. If something happens overnight, I should be able to pitch that up pretty quickly or just crawl underneath. This time out I got a new mess kit to show you. I picked that up at Walmart about a year ago for 10 bucks, I think. Honestly, I couldn't resist because it reminded me of one that I had when I was about 15, just beginning my outdoor adventures. But honestly, it's got to be the world's worst kit. It burned everything I ever tried to cook in it because it's so thin. But it's all I brought for this trip, so I'm going to use it here. Beside that, I've got one of my stick stoves. There's a video of this one up on the channel. It works really well. It's a little bit bigger than some of my others, but when the wood's a little bit damp, you need that little bit of extra height to really get that thing roaring. Beside that, I got some bear spray and an old reliable Buck 119 and 2 water bottles, different color lids just to tell them apart. This time out, I thought I'd make some bannock, or try to anyways, in that super lightweight cookware. The only solid food I brought on this trip is that self-rising flour and a little bit of lard. So one way or another, got to get it to work. One of the easiest ways I found to do this, and it works out really well, is to take self-rising flour. Now, if you don't have any of that, you can make it yourself, but basically it's just flour, baking powder, and a little bit of salt. I'll put the recipe down in the description. But to that, you're going to add a little bit of lard and just break that up with your fork and blend it together with the flour. The ratio isn't super critical, but once it's stirred up, we're going to add the water to that. There we go. I got the water added to the flour. I find that when the dough doesn't stick to the pan anymore, that's about the right consistency. Just going to flatten this out a little bit so it's a little thinner and cooks a little bit faster, and then I'll get it onto the fire. You definitely don't want a high heat, so to try and keep it from burning, I'm going to hold it well above the flames. I got it flipped over onto the plate here, and it's nice and brown on the bottom without burning, so that's perfect. You know, that lard makes it nice and flaky. It looks great. Time to eat. So for breakfast here this morning, I thought I'd take the remnants and scrapings from yesterday's bannock and just mix in a little corn flour and just make some soup. So it's about 11 o'clock in the morning. Normally I'd be on the trail by now. Honestly, I've just been dawdling and deliberating here. I took a look at my other snowshoe, and the 4th binding attachment point is also broken. I've only got 3 straps to make repairs. I could use a little bit of paracord, but honestly, the area that I want to go to is even further out. The snow's just getting deeper. I'm just not sure it's worth the risk. If I get stuck out there without a snowshoe, I think it could be a struggle to come back. I thought about staying here another night, but honestly, I'm feeling a little bit bummed out about the whole thing. I think I'm just going to call this one good. It was a good night out here. Pretty cold last night, 9 Fahrenheit, minus 13. Tested a little bit of gear, had some fun. Made a video. It's not ending the way I want, but I think it's better to call this one good, go home, and live to fight another day.